Everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you're here. If you are new, welcome. Okay, all are welcome. The more the merrier, all right? And if you are returning, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being here. All right, in a whole, it's all love to you. Okay, you guys, you know how they say, you know, different levels, different devils. But my saying is, okay, but not today, Satan. Okay. Um, it's one of those things to where you sit there, and me, as I can read a person and I could feel the vibe off of them. When you get that vibe to where I don't know if I could trust you, but you talk a good game, you're a good manipulator. Okay, you're real good. But it's like, I'm going to go back to different levels, different devils. They come out of the woodwork. They're like termites. Okay? And with that being said, um, I've read a lot, studied a lot in life, a lot of things, a lot of experiences. And one thing that I will say, whether you agree or not, it's just an opinion, okay? Everybody's entitled to their opinion, whatever you think. But it doesn't have to add up or make sense to you. But if you make it make sense, then okay. It's fine. Alright? But when God had sent the watchers down here to watch over mankind, okay, the women, now the names and all that, okay, I'm just gonna break it down, okay? I can't remember all that right now. But there was a group that was separate from another group, okay? And these women were very beautiful, very enchanting, okay? And they were tempted. Long story short, God was like, hey, Archangel Michael, hey, go take care of that. Because he's leading the army of angels, okay? And God, when he rained down that revenge, and he did what he had to do to make things right, some of the things that they did were very, very harsh. Because this was basically an abomination, because the Nephilim, okay, were made from these the conjoining of the two, okay, these women and the watchers. All right, this was an abomination. So God sent the army with Archangel Michael leading the warrior, okay, to come and handle that. It was harsh. But a few of the judgments passed upon them was that they would be turned hideous from their, their beauty, okay? And then they go further into, like I said, this is just opinion. This is something that I read, all right? That wasn't enough. They had to do something else. So if you're not hideous here at this point, you're added on with being a creature, okay? And these creatures were sirens, okay? So, a lot of times when people, they try to put these titles without studying and seeing what things really are. They just basically say it. And like I said, hey, I don't know, I wasn't there. That's how I say it. But what I've been told and what I read and researched about is that sirens were casted out to what they call a creature, okay? Which is, people will call them, okay, a mermaid, whatever, all right? And so they were casted out there, and they're called sirens to lure them to their death, to their demise. Okay, because they were always, wanting to have the attention of the male. Okay, they were enticing. They were temptresses. Okay, if I'm saying that right, they would like to tempt people to their death. So the way that I see it is there is so much misunderstanding about certain situations and certain titles and certain things that people say, you know, confirmation, all right? There are certain situations to where people use what they think is a sexy, sultry word, and it's like, look at the true meaning behind that and what it is. And it's like a bunch of temptation. And it's like I said the other day about Sodom and Gomorrah, okay? It's a bunch of temptation. Even though, y'all, I do not judge anybody the way they live their life. I love you. Whatever you do, okay. Everybody's not bad, but everybody's not good. But you got to watch how you intake information from certain people because they lure you in, okay? Another confirmation, because my phone don't go off like that, y'all. You got to watch how you intake information from certain people, certain places. This doesn't matter if it's a commercial, if it's a movie, if it's online. I don't care. But watch that, because people try to tempt you in and lure you to walk the way that is not where you're trying to go, okay? And I'm trying to keep this clean cut as it is. You just have to be careful, because those that seek validation and attention are usually trying to tempt you to walk the other way, okay? God holds these people in conviction of how they carry themselves, how mankind is frowned upon by the ways of the wicked and the ways of the worldly, okay? It's like they've already gave up their soul. They've already casted themselves into the lake of fire. They're just looking for people to take with them, because they think that those sacrifices and pulling those energies off people is going to save and sanctify them in some way, shape, or form, but it's really not. But anyway, y'all, with that being said, I'm asking God, my divine heavenly protectors, my angels of the white light, my spirit guides, and my ancestors to please protect me as I'm delivering these messages. Protect my soul family, my love lights, okay, my collective, as they are receiving these messages. Okay, we are grateful. We show gratitude even when there is very little. We are still grateful. All right, amen, amen, and amen. But back to what I was saying. Different levels, different devils. You defeated the last, and it's not going to be the last of them. People are always going to come after you because you give out something that they either lack or they just don't have, period. A lacking means you got a little bit, but you're lacking a little something. Okay? But let's get into this, y'all. Let's get into this. That was just a little something that I was trying to get out, and just say. And like I said, hey, you can't believe some of the things you read. You can't see. You can't trust some of the things you see, because manipulation is a mess. Okay, distractions, manipulation. Okay, but the truth speaks volumes and always will. All right, let's go. Yeah. I feel like there's like a bunch of manipulation going on. Ooh, I am Callie. From death comes rebirth. Because it's like, I feel like you're doing the impossible. I feel like there was a gang of people coming up against you. Okay? There were people that didn't know you coming up against you. But yet and still people that knew you intimately were coming up against you. Okay? People that you've shared moments with behind closed doors that no one knows anything about. Huh? We change. We shift. We go with the flow that's even. Okay? Angel of time working too hard. Alright? So it's like you have people working too hard to try to stop you, or they were working too hard overtime, going into overdrive, hyper overdrive. Okay? We have dress of alchemy. Release your power. So it's like you took your power back. You've changed. You've regulated interactions. Some people got dropped off at the last stop. You're not going back that way. It's a one-way ticket. Alright? It's like somebody's not believing that you have changed for the better. They still want to see you as this person that you were. And it's like you totally surpassed in knowledge in all this over these people, but it's like they're still working to keep you in that spot. You have a lot of envious, jealous individuals here. They just can't make it make sense. Alright? It's like you have a lot of people now that are going to challenge your authority. But it's like, give it up. Give it up. Okay, yeah. 3 witchy sisters, and that fell out in reverse. The power of 3. It was like you had people working against you. 3 could be significant. March 3rd, for some reason, I'm hearing. Okay? I don't know. September 3rd. Okay? Something like that. 3 could be your life path number here. It's something significant about 3. But, you guys, it's like these people, they have no choice but to bow out. And they're not doing it gracefully, okay? That's why, ooh. It's like, I'm hearing they wanted to wage war on you. So now, oh my goodness, okay? Angel of alchemy, a miracle, all right? So miraculously, you have got through everything that these people tried to put on you, pin on you, take you out, hoping and praying something happens to where you're out of the loop, the equation, but never. Because like you're the key piece. You're supposed to be doing whatever you're doing. Huh. Yeah. They're about to, you know what? These people believe in nothing, but they're about to believe in something. This could be a group of atheists, okay? They don't believe in anything. It's like they don't believe in nothing. But still, they're a living, breathing organism. But they believe in nothing. Okay. Some of these people didn't get any education, I feel. Because you don't believe in anything. Just sewer maiden, your sensuality is beautiful. You made it out. You made it out. God is good. God is real. But it's like somebody keeps going back saying that you're doing something that has you in a certain position in life. It's not God, okay? And they're saying that. Lord, forgive me. I don't like saying stuff like that, but it's just the real of the situation. It's what I'm getting. But they're jealous of you because you are blessed and highly favored. But at the same time, they believe in nothing. Oh, but they're going to be believing here. Okay? We have Amara the Monahoon. Aloha healing. You know how that song go, never could have made it. Okay? You have been through so much, and these people have put you through so much. And then they convinced themselves that things weren't real, but now they're seeing that they are. These people are being tormented by haints, which are spirits, ghosts. And what some people put into, how would you say, poltergeist. Okay? It's like they're having poltergeist activity. There's going to be a bunch of weird freak accidents that are going to happen to people because they did not believe. They did not cherish the moment when they saw the miracle in you. These type of people get on my nerves. These type of people get on my nerves. I do not like reading about these kind of people. I swear. Mm-mm-mm. Well, I heard they're going to meet their fate. Okay? They're going to meet it real quick. They're already meeting it. Like I said, there's poltergeist activity going on. And somebody's just swearing that maybe they're, losing their mind. Okay, well, at least you admit to that. At least you admit to losing your mind because you're seeing this, which you felt was an illusion to you, but it's real. Why they don't believe in anything, they play with Ouija boards and things behind the scenes, okay? I'm just telling you what I'm picking up, okay? They don't believe in anything. Somebody here, and Lord, somebody here, they study the works of Aleister Crowley. Why they think that nothing exists. Let's get real, okay? And the only reason that these people dibbled and dabbled in this type of low vibrational study or practice is because they wanted to stop a real angel here, a real chosen one, somebody that knows what's real, someone that's embedded with the ancient wisdom. It's like you're blessed by the ancestors here. They couldn't stop you naturally, so they tried to turn to these studies. Okay? Yeah, strategy in reverse. But see, trying to revert, take back what they've said, what they've done, because they're experiencing very tense, low vibrational activity in their homes. I feel like some of these people, and this, this is weird. Some of these people, they look in their rear view and they see people in their back seat. There's no one back there. I mean, just things like that. It's like they're developing like schizophrenia, and they think that that's what it is. Okay? Yeah, it's like you are flawless with how you move and what you do. You're in a relaxed state of mind with no emphasis on what's going on. They're wondering if you are experiencing this, and how would you if that's not how you get down. Do you understand what I'm saying here? No. Yeah, no. These people got everything messed up. Everything turned around on them. You did something, you said something, and something happened. Okay? And you called in your power. They release your power. You retrieve your power. And by doing this, yeah, You're not stressed out. But I feel as though they are. I feel as though these people are wanting to go admit themselves to psych wards. Something like that. Yeah. 3 people in particular here. Yeah, like I said, marionette, yeah, in reverse, they can't control you. It's like they were trying to grab a hold of everything. Your thoughts, your life, your skin, your just everything. These are like people that secretly admire you, but at the same time try to take from you, try to rule you. They can't do that. We have loneliness here. And you see how that they're in the hospital and they're looking out the window like they're contrary to what's going on around them. Yeah. It's like they've trapped themselves in the void. Okay? Living purgatory is what I'm hearing. It's like they're trapped. There's no way out. And this is all out of jealousy and envy. Okay? That's all this is. Okay? These are people that wanted to run your name through the mud. Okay? Like I said, robbery. And then we have fright upright. Okay? They're scared of what they call themselves trying to take from you. Studying this so-called I would say occult literature, okay, and whatnot, trying to do things to stop you. Maybe they said that you were practicing what they were practicing, but I don't really feel that. I don't really pick that vibe up. I feel like they were studying that to do things to turn against you, to make it look like it was you. But like I said, these are people that are close to you. It's like you're not realizing by going that deep and diving that deep and calling on things that entities and things like that they know nothing about. I feel like it's unlocked a door of confusion, chaos, chaotic. They argue, they fight, they don't even understand why. But it's a constant fight of them, no, not fighting themselves. They fight amongst themselves, but it's a fight for their soul now. Because what they wanted to send to you, they're getting back, and it's more than what they tried to send out. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like when you trying to put something together and you don't have the instructions, but it's like you try to put it together the best way you can, but then it's like you got to undo it because you put it together wrong. That's not the way it was supposed to be put together. Y'all understand what I'm saying? They orchestrated a whole dumb behind crime. Okay? Crime. Spiritual crimes. Physical crimes. Against you. Okay, we have Boss Daddy out here. Okay? So this could be a situation to where power struggles. Okay? Somebody's in some type of power struggle here. Or was. Because they're going to bow out and not gracefully. And I'm... They didn't want anybody to look at you in the view of that you're not what they said. You're not who they said. What you demonstrate is leadership. What you demonstrate is the example of who and what you needed in your life when things were wrong and nobody was there. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you're in this energy of making it right and helping others while you're at it. But then at the same time, they want to make it seem as though you're manipulating. You can't manipulate God, and you cannot manipulate the universe. Because everything happens in divine timing, and everybody gets dealt with within time. These are people that felt as though they set it up higher than you on a pedestal. You were just a mere, just nobody. Okay? But all the time you knew who you are. You know who you are. Okay? These are people, like I said, they were going in overdrive. These may be big people in big places. Alright? That felt they could do this. That felt that they could mess with you and bother you and hinder your life. Yeah, we have travel. Okay? These people could have been traveling, trying to get things done to you that they can't undo now because it's coming back on them. They're trying to figure out what they did with what and how they did this. These are people that tried to astral travel to you. But see, somewhere in there, their soul got caught in between. We have child services here. So somebody here could be some type of social worker that is in the mix with all this, trying to bother you about your children, trying to put that fear in you. But you don't fear this. You don't stress over this because you know there's no reason for this. And why would this false claim even be reported? Okay, is what I'm getting. Okay, so there's a lot of lies going around to control you, and they see that they can't. So that power, that grip they thought they had, is slipping. It's slipping. Okay, it slipped. Slipping into darkness they are. Like that song, slipping into darkness. Okay, yeah. These are individuals here that do anything for money. They're greedy. Okay? They grab all they can. And they feel like they need more and more and more. And for some reason, it was like they were trying to control you like some type of puppet, to where you would bow down to them and give them what was what they feel was theirs, or somebody feels entitled, but they're not. And so they felt entitled enough to try to get you locked up and say that you don't know what you're talking about. And this is all about money. This is all about just having a dominance over you. They can't do this. You took your power back. It's too late. If they thought that they were going to go through with something, then okay. Look, I said it's a bunch of people that are close to you. They were either trying to gather up some type of evidence here, all right, that you weren't able to handle, or, execute plans. Like you were just not that smart. Like they knew how they could get next to you and take from you. Okay? But doing that, these people got involved in situations, but they don't believe in anything, okay? They got involved in situations to where they didn't know what the wagers, something about wages too, something. But they wagered themselves. They gambled. They didn't know how high the stakes were here. They were trying to hold somebody back that bad. They were trying to see jackpot in reverse. They didn't get anything out of this but a burdened, tormented soul. And the torment of those passed before. So those passed before are ancestors, okay? Oh my goodness. Oh, they're in trouble. Okay, yeah, they're scared. They're scared. Because with you healing, they didn't want you to heal. Because once you healed, everything fell the way it was supposed to. The wheel turned. Yeah, dodging bullets here. God removed you from being around these people because it's only getting ready to go down. Let me see something else with the Panther here, y'all, real quick. Yeah, it's getting ready to go down. And it's going down right now. This is something that they're not going to be able to keep quiet. Okay? This is going to be like all over. Yeah, indulgement here. Ooh. They were trying to give people hush money. Could have been this boss daddy energy, the CEO, the seer over something here. As I said, some of these people were traveling overseas. Some of these people may already live overseas. Take it as it resonates here. Lying on your name about who you used to be to get some type of... Yeah, we have commitment here and conflict. Yeah, now they're fighting because it's like they binded their soul to these contracts with what they were doing here. They thought they would be able to have you in this kind of energy to where it's like you're fighting against something. They're fighting against something that they can't see. They didn't know that they would be caught up in this. Trying to have you caught up. People. And this is all about money. This is all about how someone wanted things to go. It's like they didn't want things to go right for you. Okay? These are some greedy people. Oh. These are people that hide behind masks. These are people that hide behind the manipulation. Okay? They're who they are. Yeah, with evidence here. And they thought there'd be no evidence of what they've done here for money. Yeah. Somebody just didn't want you to see the light. Yeah, they're mad. Now that they're being exposed here, they're being put out on Front Street. It's like people see this. It's not hidden. People are shying away from these individuals. Yeah, because they know if they get involved in anything to do with them, that karma and those haints and spirits or ghosts, whatever you want to call them, they're going to come to their home and knock on their door. These people are even hearing knocks at their door. There's nobody there. Okay? Yeah. We have goal and we have protest. Because enough is enough here. They thought they had something in the bag here, but no. Like I said, God removed you. Must He call the army of angels out on you? Y'all, I feel like Archangel Michael is getting ready to lead that army. That's why I had to start with that, because this right here, they're not having it. They're not having it because they're playing with people. They're playing with the wrong ones, okay? And that's what I'm saying. Keep your hands in your pockets to stop from stealing, okay? Keep your hands in your pocket to stop from hurting. Is enough. But see, it's not going to let up on them. It's not going to let up on them, period. Okay? Because enough is enough. When I tell you it's enough, it's enough. Okay, you had a long time to sit there and think about it. Okay? God's tired of that. He's tired. He's tired. He's grown weary. Okay? It's too much going on. Look at here. The Three of Swords here. It's like something to cause you pain that you cannot overcome, that you can't heal, that you can't put yourself back together again. Libra energy here. So Libra balances the scales and brings the justice, but at the same time, they didn't want you to have any kind of justice. They wanted people to look at one side of the situation and not see the other. And it was their side that was important here. Yeah, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay? It was like they were trying to keep you in this stuck position. Like they were trying to keep you binded to this, the way life is supposed to be in their eyes. But still, you stood strong and solid through this. You were a courageous fighter here. God puts us on the front lines, and all this flipped over, and I seen the Eight of Swords. Yeah, they were trying to have you trapped, but it was in reverse. They can't trap you. They only trap themselves. Okay, yeah, we have the King of Wands here. This was all over ego, pride, prejudice. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius out here. Okay. Okay. We have the Star card here. You have the healing ability. They found this out. They found out who you are. Now they're trying to back out of this situation, even after being exposed. So whatever they do now, they weren't able to break your pride. They weren't able to break your soul. They weren't able to take you out of this energy because you withdrew. Silence is deadly in some situations, but you withdrew yourself from these people. God withdrew you because you needed to heal. You needed to go through this process of understanding. Okay? Some of you are stargazers. You look at the sky because that's where you came from. You know, your soul yearns. That's why you look up at the night sky to the stars. Star seeds, earth angels, galactic beings, okay? They didn't know. Okay, they got the Ten of Wands here in reverse. So it's like what they wanted to bring to you has been brought to them. They wanted to burden you. They wanted to make you feel like it's not worth fighting for. Something here, let it go. They get mad. Okay? They get mad when you show up, when you're happy, when you're smiling. Yeah, we have the Tower here. Oh my goodness. So it's like whatever they were planning, it's like shot to smithereens. There's so much that's being revealed and coming out. You know how you shake something and you don't? Okay, like an anthill. When I was little, I don't do it now because I don't know what was wrong with me when I was a kid. I think we all did it. But you step on an anthill and all them ants come. It's like so much was brought into the open and exposed about these people. There's no way they can fight against it. I feel like you have people fighting for you now instead of against you. And that just straight up was not what they were going for. They weren't going for that. I'll tell you that. Okay? Yeah, we have the Six of Pentacles here. It's like this energy of wanting to, it's like now people see what it's about. It's to these people, it's about having more. It's It's greed. They're money hungry. They're power hungry. Cause it's like they wanted to, look with the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's like they wanted to put you in a position to where you had to ask them for something. And that's not the position that you're even supposed to be in. Who are they to try to control the narrative of someone's life? That's crazy. But they feel like they're creating this narrative for you. Yeah, with the Fool card here, the foolish things that they did after you took a leap of faith to go and never look back. It's like they wanted you to pay for you finding yourself and healing and following your spiritual path here. Yeah, the Hermit. They wanted you to be withdrawn. But like I said, your silence is quite deadly because it's taking down people in very high places. It's like they're trying to go within and find a reason, but you went within and you know the reason. They're still trying to find the reason. And it's because of ego, pride. With this Ace of Wands here. It's like they didn't want you to have any opportunities. They didn't want you to have any passionate new beginnings, be passionate for anything. But it's quite the opposite. And they just can't believe this. And in order for you to go forward, these people were attacking you so much spiritually. Trying to drag you down so much not to have this new beginning here. That it's like you got your power back and then some. They made you even stronger because you transmuted that. You turned that around. Yeah. Okay. So we got a fighter who's very strong. All right. Very, very strong. Your testimony is needed here. Yeah, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the World. Yeah, this is closed out. But it's like they want to keep the illusion going that you were working with them or something, because what they're getting back, you were in some type of contractual agreement with them to where this happens. But this is closed out. This cycle is over. They don't want to face that. They got to sit here and watch you eat at a table that is prepared for you in front of your enemies. Look at this. You know, and I'm just saying, it's like this is over. This is finished. They don't think that this is over. It's like they feel like they still have a fighting chance or something like that. But this is only an illusion. They painted illusions. They wanted you to be alone. They wanted you to be out here bad and just suffer. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, we have the Four of Swords here. Somebody could be getting ready to get laid to rest here. Somebody could be in a situation, all right, to where they're getting laid to rest while you're in the position of peace, because your peace will remain still. There's no hindrance here to that. You had time to reflect on what was real, who was real, and you took yourself out of them situations. With the Six of Wands, as soon as you took yourself out of them situations, baby, things started turning around for you. Then you realized that these people were trying to keep you stuck in commitments that you weren't agreeing to. That's because these people were trying to offer up. That's part of the teachings. Offer up. Yeah, they don't have anything to offer. Now they're being pestered. Look, yeah, the Empress here. What am I saying? They did not want you to have any beginnings. They did not want people to see you as the Empress upright. They wanted to see it in reverse. They wanted to see you totally distorted, fragmented in reverse. They don't care. Just as long as you look bad. 10 swords right here. Okay? Mm. Wow. Okay. Yeah. We have the Five of Wands. Yeah, these people were trying to fight to keep this open. And now they're fighting looking at you. They've always felt like they deserve what you had. And what makes a person feel as though they deserve what someone else has and worked for? It's not theirs. They want to take the credit for everything that you do. But they see that they can't do that because, see, you come in another type of gift wrapping. Okay, you come with a beautiful bow. They come in a TNT box. It's a whole difference here. I'm just saying, you know. Tick, tick, boom. Tick, tick, boom. Yep. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Tick, tick, boom. You're going to watch these people go down. Some of these people are going to end up on the front on blast. Okay? Mm-hmm. They're on blast. Like a ghetto blaster here. Look. Mm-hmm. What I say about the temperance here. Archangel Michael being called in on this situation, y'all. And I'm telling you, that's why I'm saying, and I'm, don't feel sorry. The high priestess up right here. Don't feel sorry. Okay? There's being balance restored here. There's healing energy, balance restored. These people, they're going to get what they gave or what they thought they was given because you've been protected the whole time. Now it's just y'all don't feel sorry, please. Because it's like you ask for it. If you really don't want something, you don't send for it. You don't ask for it. These people were asking for things to happen that shouldn't even, not only against you, but to other people too. It's like a long history of doing this. This could be some type of organization that believes in keeping things in the family. Take it how it resonates, okay? And they do this. And they study this stuff, but they say they don't believe in any of it. So why would you study this? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's going to be some balance restored here, whether they like it or not. They're not, okay, we got the Nine of Pentacles. Your finances are being protected here. All right. There's a glow up here. There's something that you're going to start doing that is in the public eye. If you already do that now, but all balance is restored. Everything, yeah. Ooh, I'm getting the belt. Mm-hmm. Lovers in reverse. Okay. The lovers in reverse. Oh my goodness, there's no protection. There's no rest for the wicked. There's only torment for their just, there's no explanation for why. Okay, death in reverse. It's like they were trying to cause an end to your success. They just wanted you to be down and out. You know that old movie Down and Out in Beverly Hills? Somebody might live in Beverly Hills, California. Or this has something to do with Beverly Hills, California altogether, Hollywood. Yeah, we have the Four of Wands here. It's like you standing and that initiative to take your power back and knowing, because some of you guys know who was attacking you. You know who was coming against you. But you still stood tall, head held high. Now you're at a place to where things are turning around for you. You're successful. You're moving forward. They're over here all indecisive, don't know which way to go, fighting to stop you. But there's nothing, you can't do nothing. That wheel's turning, and it's turning, and it's turning. If they took anything from you, I feel sorry. If they took anything from you, because heads will roll. I'm telling you now, and that's not even funny. It's not funny. Don't feel sorry. The sympathy that you showed them was not enough. They still tried to do you wrong, take from you, make you look like you're the bad guy. Like they were attacking you because you were attacking them. You weren't thinking about them. You were just pulling away and getting away from the freaking abuse, the freaking feeling like you were binded by chains to these people to do what they felt you needed to do. Yeah, the strength card in reverse. They wanted to make you weak. Yeah, because they were trying to sacrifice you, draining your energy. An exchange. An exchange for an exchange, okay, is what I'm getting. Yeah, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. Some of y'all might have lost a child during this situation. And my condolences to you. I am sorry, but you were getting everything you were owed back to you. You're getting your life. They wanted to come into your life and savagely tear it apart. And they're savagely going to get torn apart. It begins with psychological. Okay, yeah. Judgment here. Yeah. And see the Nine of Swords. It starts psychologically. That's the first. It's seeing the apparitions. It's seeing the real life demons they were trying to conjure up. It's feeling as though you're falling apart. You're losing your mind. That's the first wage of revenge. Okay? So you got some people right now that's losing their damn mind because you didn't go anywhere. You healed. You called your power back. You cut those cords, those ties that bind you to these evil ass people that are sitting here saying they don't believe in anything. Well, evidently they believe in something, y'all, because they were trying to turn loose this havoc on you. And the funny thing about it is it didn't touch you. But you felt it. You felt it. But it didn't touch you. But all that you didn't feel that they were sending towards you, they're getting it back. Like I said, the first thing is, am I losing my mind? Let me get some more Panther, y'all, and I'm going to get up out of here. Yeah. They were in illusions about what they could bring forth. They had nothing. They had nothing. You had everything. Okay? Jealousy. Jealousy. They didn't want to see you get ahead. Yeah, compromise. Now they're trying to go back and forth about who did what and why they do it. Okay, and that person, look at this. And that person's in the middle like, wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Maybe we got a window or opportunity. Maybe we could. That's why they're arguing. Somebody here in the group is not that smart. Okay? They're not that smart. They're like, I told you this was a bad idea. Look, fate. This is how it was all supposed to play out. Everybody in your life plays a role. And that role is tested, which they call actors in for casting, right? This is like seeing who is upright to be in your life. And these people, they failed. They failed. You were meant to go on and build your own life. Okay? Be careful. Okay? Be careful. Apology and confinement. Yeah. It's too late to apologize. Okay? I'm not one republic, so I'm just saying. It's too late to apologize because these people, they're, oh my goodness, they're in mental prisons, physical prisons. This is going to get bad. There's going to be a bunch of people here that's going to be took out in different ways. And these could be the ways they wanted you to be took out. Okay? Yeah. You're still venturing on. Don't cry no more. There's no reason. Don't cry no more. There's no more tears. They're done. Okay? We got justice. Alright? An origin here. Yeah, you're back to you. There are seeds planted here. Somebody, and you know what, only who resonates with this, somebody could have been pregnant here and something happened, okay, to the child while in the womb. All right, early stages. Maybe you lost a child, as I said earlier. My condolences. But there's something here. It's going to be reborn, rebirthed, rehatched, okay, in your life. Judgment is here, okay? The seeds you have planted are coming to fruition, okay? Yeah, we got mask here. The fake, the phony. It's like instead of lifestyles of the rich and famous, what they wanted to be in, it's lifestyles of the fake and phony. Yeah. Then don't feel sorry. Please. Don't feel sorry for these people, loves. Mm-mm. Because you know what? So many times in my life, I felt sorry for people that had drug my name through the dirt, that said that I'm as low as I don't know. And it's people that I always helped and I never did anything to anybody. And I wondered, I'm like, and I started sitting there questioning myself when I was alone, like, am I bad? Have I done anything to... And I'm thinking, no. I've always supported people when you're not there. I just don't believe in that. And I'm not saying I'm perfect in the past. I've learned from things. I've talked behind somebody's back before. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. But now I would never dream or think of doing that because that's not right. That was when, honey, I was 18, 19 years old and was just trying to fit in with everybody else. But then came to the realization that, damn, girl, if they're going to sit there and talk about them to you, then they're going to go to them and talk about you to them. So I wouldn't join in that. And I listened to that voice and I said, oh, I'm not going to do that no more. So if I can't support you behind your back, what's the sense in me being in your face smiling? That doesn't make any sense to me. And that's not right. That's not fair. I have seen people cry and their life go through utter destruction because of that so-called friend. If you a friend, be solid. And that's exactly what these people never did. They never wanted anything good. It's like you attract them kind of people that want everything that you have because they lack so much. But the thing about it is they lack that anointing and they feel that anointing. And that's what freaks them out. You're too tapped in. You're too connected. Oh my goodness, you see everything that we are, what we claim to be that we're not. We don't like that. Well, you claim to not believe in anything. But now they're seeing the results of believing in nothing. Okay? So for you to believe in nothing is for you to disbelieve your existence. And that's exactly what they come up against. Now they're going to be sitting there wishing that their eyes had never seen what it's about to see. Okay? You guys, that was your reading. I love y'all. And I hope that I help y'all with my readings, okay, that I put out, That's what it's about, okay? God is good. And the things that are happening in your life are beautiful. Just trust it. Just trust it. Because these people that tried to put you up against the wall and have you living a life of shame like they are, that's nothing. They're a small step to your big blessing, okay? So you guys keep God first and always and always. And I love y'all. And I thank you so much, okay? And you guys, you're worthy. You're more than worthy, all right? Anything that you want, you set your mind to it. You are a master manifester in this situation, this thing called life. Manifestation is thinking, therefore it shall be. and staying steadfast. There's nothing, honestly, I'm going to keep it real. There's nothing, nobody, everybody manifests in their own way, in own time. It's always divine timing. Okay? It might not happen today. It might not happen tomorrow. It might not happen the next day, but you know what? It might happen next week. It might happen in an hour from now, a minute from now, but it's going to happen, y'all. And these people, they're going to be brought to the forefront to answer for what they've done, and they're starting right now because they think they're going crazy. Okay? It's the beginning stages of what they wanted for you. So don't feel sorry for them. All right, y'all.